Hey, what's up, everyone? How you doing? It's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. So, in case you guys didn't know, I don't know how many of you knew this or not, and I'm not even sure how many of you have Apple 4K TV. But if you do have Apple 4K TV, this is yet another reason for you to purchase Apple 4K TV because there's a huge amount of 4K movies being added into the library of iTunes, and I can tell you that no one has more 4K movies than the Apple 4K iTunes library. They really have a lot of 4K movies. Voodoo will have a hard time to keep up with what Apple 4K is doing here. That's just a fact. But let's talk about Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park is in 4K and HDR, but do keep in mind it's a 2K intermediate. That's the way the movie was shot, in 2K intermediate, and now it's being upscaled to 4K, mastered in 4K, if you will, with static metadata HDR. So it should look very sharp, and the colors will pop. So you're gonna have a much better experience watching Jurassic Park, especially on a big 155-inch giant projector screen. And that's the way I like to watch it, on a big giant projector screen with a good pair of speakers. When I say speakers, I mean home theater speakers, whether you got Polk or JBL, whatever, what have you. Anyway, if you got a good home theater surround system and you watching this on a projector, you're definitely going to have the same experience like you did in a movie theater. And the good part is it's only $14.99. Now, the one thing I do have to mention, physical media versus streaming, to me, it's something that I always preferred physical media discs for the reason where I know for a fact that I don't have to be on the internet. I don't have to worry about whether the internet goes down or up. I know when I have that physical media disc, that transfer will always be the same. Even if it's the end of the world, even if I'm in a bunker somewhere and I have a generator running, I can always watch that physical media disc. I own the movie, and this is why you pay a higher price for a physical media disc, because you get to own the movie. You get to have the movie, okay? And a lot of people seem to forget that. I was looking at The Matrix to see if The Matrix had anything, but no, it's not in 4K. Matrix, it's still in 1080p, but they might upgrade it to 4K next month, from what I understand. So next month we might see Matrix in 4K. Die Hard, it's in 4K, but it doesn't have HDR. This is a 2K intermediate upscaled to 4K, and it's only $8. So it's kind of a good deal. But I'm going to wait for a physical media disc because, like I said earlier, I like to enjoy my movies in a physical media because I don't have to worry about the internet. I can take it with me anywhere I can go. I can go middle of nowhere. If I have a generator, I can watch those movies. With the Apple 4K TV, you can't do that because you have to be connected to the internet. You have to be connected to their server. So that's pretty much obvious. So let's back to Jurassic Park. It's very easy. If you want to find Jurassic Park, just use the this button right here where it says home, the microphone, Jurassic Park. It's pretty much Siri, and she finds it for you. So all three Jurassic Parks here are in 4K, including the Lost World. There's the Lost World right there. So the Lost World, it's in 4K HDR as well, as you can see here. Let me bring it a little bit closer. You can see it says 4K HDR, and it's only $14.99. Meaning 2K intermediate mastered in 4K with HDR. So this will be the best version you can get. The picture will be sharper. The colors will pop much better. The peak brightness will be better as well. So you're going to have a much better experience watching this movie for $14.99 on the Apple 4K TV. But do have to remember, it'll depend on your internet. What type of internet speed do you have? I'm using HDMI Belkin cable. And the reason I'm showing you a projector is because, to me personally, projector gives you that nice widescreen ratio. Okay, you're still going to see some bars from top to bottom, but you're gonna get that nice widescreen ratio. With a TV, you can't get that because the TVs are not ultra wide enough to do that. Okay, they're 16 by 9 and they're not ultra wide to do that. With projector, you can do that, okay? Because you don't have a panel, you just have a projector that can produce that ratio for you to see it. Especially on a big 155 diagonal widescreen canvas here. So I personally like to watch my movies in a projector. And that's why I got the projector. Now, video games, it's something like yes or no. It depends. You know, I prefer to play my video games on a TV. But when it comes to the movies, I like to experience them on a projector. It's just my opinion. So you have The Lost World in 4K. And The Lost World was, you know, second movie that was directed by Steven Spielberg. But again, even Steven Spielberg couldn't achieve what he achieved in the first one, because the first one was such a groundbreaking movie that we have never seen prehistoric dinosaurs come to life in a CGI like he did in that movie. And the anticipation, the atmosphere, the characters, the park, everything in the movie was so fresh and new and unique that was really impossible for him to, you know, break the records of the first one. But he still did a good job on this one. You know, Jeff Goldblum, he was a lot of fun. This movie was really about him, about Jeff Goldblum. If it wasn't for Jeff Goldblum, I don't think the movie would have worked. He really made this movie work well. And the movie was really about him, if you think about it. So it was a entertainment, popcorn, roller coaster ride. And I loved that. You know, I personally loved it when it came out in 1997. Also, we have the third one here, Jurassic Park 3 by Sam Neill. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. Right here. Jurassic Park 3 by Sam Neill. That's also in 4K and HDR. So all three are in 4K HDR, as you can see right here. Jurassic Park 3 was, again, when it first came out, I think it was 2003. Oh, I'm sorry, 2001. It was a entertainment ride. You know, Jurassic Park series are like a ride. You know, it's like a popcorn entertainment ride. So that's what you should expect from Jurassic Park movies. They're not going to win any Academy Awards. They're just a entertainment popcorn ride. You go in there with your kids, with your family to have some fun for a couple of hours. And that's the way I look at Jurassic Park 3. There were some funny scenes with a cell phone in this movie. Actually, the cell phone was the major deal breaker for this movie. If you guys know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. So that's my little spoiler. If you've never seen Jurassic Park 3, it's all about the cell phone. Yes, Jurassic Park 3, it's all about the cell phone. Or a satellite phone, whatever you want to call it. So there you have it, guys. All three Jurassic Parks are in 4K HDR. And they're all $14.99 plus tax. You're looking at $46 altogether. Now, is it worth it paying $46 for the whole thing? If you consider how much the Blu-ray 4K version is going to cost you, yeah, it's about, I would say, yeah, it's worth it. But for me personally, I like to own a physical media disc. Okay, so I'm not going to purchase this because I'm waiting for physical media discs. I might purchase this maybe just for the reference, to do a reference quality. But personally, I like to own a physical media disc. I'm all about physical media discs because physical media discs, it's something that I like to collect. And I don't have to be dependent on somebody else's server. I don't have to be dependent on the internet. I could be in The Walking Dead scenario in a bunker somewhere with a generator and I can still watch those movies. You see, for example, like all of those movies that I have, I can watch them, bring them with me. This is just a handful of 4K movies that I have that I pull out of my library. I got close to 180. I think I might have 200 4K movies. So, yeah, there you have it. Okay, so I hope you guys liked this video. This video was really for me to kind of give you some information and bring this to your attention that Jurassic Park trilogies are out in 4K HDR. If you can't wait for a physical media disc, you can feast yourself with the Apple 4K TV. So there you have it. Now let's talk about God of War. On Friday, in terms of God of War, I'm not going to do any live stream. So Dirty Sprite, just so you know, I'm not doing any live stream. And I know you're not going to watch that. Even if I did it, you wouldn't watch the live stream. And I don't blame you because he's my moderator. And I usually do my live streams with Dirty Sprite because he keeps my chat room clean and nice. He filters all of the garbage that's out there. So I'm not going to do any live stream for God of War because of the spoilers, because I want you guys to experience God of War for yourself, because that game was meant to be experienced. That's why I refuse to do any kind of hints about the game. So I just want you guys to experience that game, and I advise you not to be going to the forums, to IGN, any of these places. Don't get spoiled, man. You need to experience that game on Friday when you come back from work. And experience that game. I think most people will take a day off on Friday and play that game. Yes, it's that good, guys. It's really that good. No spoilers. I'm not saying anything. What else I want to say? So the only thing I'm going to do on Friday, it's a couple of videos. I'm going to test God of War in the beginning. And there won't be any spoilers, just in the beginning. I will do some picture settings to show you what type of picture settings you should use for God of War on Sony X900E and then on Samsung KS8000. And then I'll also show you how the game looks on a projector and what type of settings am I using on a projector as well. So that's what you're going to be seeing on Friday in terms of God of War. But you're not going to see any live streams because I do want to experience the game for myself as well. Even though I know some things in the game, but still, I don't want to spoil it for you, so I don't want to do a live stream. So there won't be any live streams on Friday for God of War. There might be a live stream for Yakuza, possibly on Saturday. I'm not sure. We'll see. All right, guys. So there you have it. Thank you. Appreciate it. And just ignore the haters. Ignore the dislikes. It's just the bots. What they are is they're bots. It doesn't really bothers me at all. Every single dislike that I get, that means views. So in order for somebody to hit a dislike, they have to click on the video. That's the only way they can do it. So it really doesn't do anything to me. If somebody wants to do it to me to shut down my channel, they need to find a way to flag me. And good luck with that, because there's nothing they can find on my videos to flag me with. So they're set for the failure to begin with. And I'm set for the winning as it is. I'm already winning. I already won. I got 22,000 subscribers and I'm keep growing. So that's that. All right, guys. Have a good one, though. Take care.